Today we're breaking down EMT conduit installation mistakes that can fail inspection fast. A lot of people think conduit work is just bending pipe, but clean EMT installation takes planning, spacing, proper support, accurate bends, and attention to code. In this video, we're covering offset, saddles, support spacing, common mistakes electricians still make in the field, and real-world conduit installation tips. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bending a 3/4 pipe, half-inch pipe, using a 3/4 bender. Is it possible? Of course it's possible. You just have to have the knowledge of what you're doing in order to make that bend simple, easy, no over bending. I'm going to show you how I go about doing my offsets. I'm going to flick this hammer here. So this is my offset here. This is the first offset, 3/4 bend. So you can see how far I came out with my bend. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to ride that mark right there. So I'm going to just take my measurement, and this is simple EMT conduit install. So that's basically my mark right there, 16 inches. So short life, don't forget to like up the live stream as you guys come in. I'm going to show you guys how I go about it. So this is my bender, correct way to bend pipe. I go about 7 inches or so off the end of my pipe. So as you can see, I make a full pencil mark. So that's a full pencil mark. Now that mark there was 16. So I'm going to double up on that. So I'm going to take it to 32. That's where I set my bender at. So basically that's my bend. That's how I do my offset. So again, this was a quick live stream. If you guys can like up the live stream, and the topic is today I'm using a 3/4 pipe, 3/4 inch bender to bend 1/2 inch pipe. It is possible. You just have knowing, have to have the proper experience in order to be able to pull it off. Also, you don't want to bend the pipe too much, not you're going to kink the pipe. As you can see, this is a perfect pipe, no kink, and it's a perfectly formed offset. And the way how I tell it's a perfectly formed offset, I just stay in front of the offset like that, and I kind of eyeball it. And then what I do is I place it on the concrete and I install it, and that's it. That's me using a 3/4 bender. So as you can see, this is the bender I use. This is not the correct bender I should be using. It's 1/2 inch I should be using, but with the experience that I have, I'm able to know that I can bend 1/2 inch pipe into a 3/4 conduit. So that's basically it for. I didn't see all who joined here, but again, that's normally how, and I'll show you the cable that I'm basically using to pull this in. This is basically speaker cable that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to set up this conduit to see if it's, so as you can see where my conduit has ended here. So that's how I go about bending my offset. And if you ever want to know if your offset is straight, you simply line it up. That's how you tell if your offset is straight or not. So yes, so that's how you bend a perfect offset using 3/4 bender. Obviously, these are speaker cables that I'm using it for, and that's how I go about doing my conduit. You can see here I have this conduit set. I'm going to put my coupling in between and continue my cable. And the reason why I'm using 1/2 inch right now is because there is a max that I'm allowed probably for the speaker cables. So I'm going to be using the 1/2 inch to pull in the other 3 sets of cables there. So I'm going to see what you can. I'm gonna set this up. Sure, this is good. It's good. Then we just drop it up there, and we use those 3 other cables to things. Okay. So the reason why I have these marks here all around is basically once I put the pipe into the bender slot. I want to be, once I make my first offset here, I have to make sure that this side here is straight. So that's why I do the full circle around. An old trick I learned from a journeyman when I was younger, coming up as an apprentice. I go right around with the circle, makes it easier when you're bending an offset. And as you can see, there's no kinks in this pipe. Very important. You don't want no kinks. When you have kinks in the pipe, the wire becomes harder to pull. And obviously, you have to follow the code rules when it comes to strapping down your pipe. You have to use the proper connectors, hot lanes, clips, and so on. Very important for to pass inspection also. So everything is inspection passed. You have to make sure that it's up to code. And again, you don't want to bend your pipe. And what happens is when you bend your pipe, you don't want to find out that you have a kink inside here. So because I use this 1/2 inch pipe inside of this 3/4 bender, it's very easy to kink my pipe, and it's also very easy to overbend. So I have to use my knowledge of what I've learned to make sure that I bend this correctly in order not to waste the conduit. So again, for all those who are tuned in, Phil is a rising star in your life. So again, thank you guys all for stopping in. Again, when it comes to bending pipes, you have to take the proper, you have to have the proper knowledge. Um, go through the learning process of bending conduit. Not everyone gets to bend conduit while they're working. It is a pleasure to work with conduit. It's another aspect of your field that you can expand when it comes to conduit. Again, it's very easy once you get going. This is one of the smaller of the pipes. So the bigger you get, the harder it gets. So imagine when the ancient quarter pipe and so on, you have to do so many different stuff to hold your balance when it comes to bending conduit. Um, so here's another thing. You can bend your conduit with this upwards or just to the heavier pipe. You put the conduit this way and you place it on the floor, and that's how you bend your conduit. But for me, I don't like that style of bending. When it gets harder, then I use it. Otherwise, I prefer to use my bender like this. Again, when it comes to ancient quarter pipe, you flip the bender the other way, and it bends smoothly. When it comes to bigger pipe like 2 inch, there's I believe there's that's when you get into the benders, the hydraulic benders and so on that you have to use. Very important hydraulic benders. You can mess up on the bending if you don't know how to use the hydraulic benders also. So that's basically today's live stream. How I go about bending my conduit, 1/2 inch conduit into using a 3/4 bender. Simple, easy, good to go. You can never go wrong. Um, you just have to have the experience. Cleopatra, thank you for joining. So you just have to have the proper knowledge of the bending. Once you can overcome that, then you're good. I'm going to set this pipe up, show you guys